I have a lot of good ideas. That wasn't one of them. Hi friends, it's Miss Hazel.
And Miss Kate.
Yeah, we're back again to do something fun. Surprise, surprise! Our friend Joyce started giving us these tennis ball cans years ago because a friend of hers plays tennis and they feel bad about throwing them away. So we're always really happy when we find a new use for it. So check it out. It's a bird feeder, like sustainable, give it another life, and giving birds like a fun place to go have a snack. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Okay, so first you're gonna take whatever usually comes with some sort of a plastic wrapping on it. Take that off. Unless you're a really big friend, you might need this to be a partner project because there's some sharp tools you're gonna need to cut the plastic. First you're gonna take the top off. The first thing we need to do is poke some holes in the bottom. I've got some different ideas on how to do that. I think you could use a screwdriver. We have an awl. Also, some pokey scissors I think could work. Maybe I'll try pokey scissors to start because almost everybody should have pokey scissors. Okay, well that didn't really work so great. I think I need something sharper. Oh, I know. I'll use my box cutter. Okay. Box cutter.
This is definitely a partner project.
Yeah, it's definitely a partner project. Okay, so I'm going to poke a hole. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
It's okay, keep going.
All right, we're keeping going. What did I use on here when I did this practicing? They're like perfect little holes.
Is it the awl?
I don't think it is. The awl isn't pokey. It's not super pokey. Sorry, hang on. Let me try pokey scissors again. Oh yeah, okay. I'm using a really sharp pair of little scissors. You could just use something pokey. So I've turned it on its side. I'm going to just go in and like that. Can see. I tried to use my box cutter, but it didn't really work, so that is not a good idea. I have a lot of good ideas. That wasn't one of them. Okay, so I poked holes. We're going to pick there's like two sticks that go through, so we're gonna pick two sticks. I cut these from my tree in our neighborhood that fell down and they cut it off and it just grew a new tree out of it. So it has these lovely sticks. So if we're imagining the stick is gonna go through, I feel like that's kind of long enough for a bird. And I brought my my garden choppy guys, so let's do that. That's one. And then we'll have the stick that goes the other way. I'm going to make that a little shorter because it's up top. That's my muscles. Okay. All right, there we go. So now I'm going to go to the bottom. I am all going to, oh my goodness. Okay, focus up. Okay, I'm going to make an X with my box cutter. It's kind of trial and error because I made this, but I don't really remember how. No, we're going with Pokey. We're going with Pokey Joe. Okay, get your Pokey thing out, and you're going to poke a hole, and you're going to circle it, twizzle, twizzle, twizzle. See how big my stick is. I need to make sure it fits in. I don't want it to be flopping around in there. Okay, like that. Okay. Okay, well now I'm going to start it. I'm going to imagine where halfway across is. How far am I up from there? Oh, like that. Okay. You can see how my brain is working really hard. Go, brain, go. You can do this. Figure it out. Okay. Twisting. I'm worried this is not quite big enough, but you know what? I'm a smart lady and I'm going to figure this out. Oh, all right, here we go. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Look at that. And you can see I picked green wood because it's green. Oh yeah, that stick's not going anywhere. Okay. Little birds are going to be so happy. Check it out. Okay, I might trim this a little bit. Okay. All right, there's one. Now, I'm going to go up a little ways and imagine that maybe they could have a bird party. So I'm going to do the same thing going this way. So I feel like that's a good space, right? Right there. Because then they're going to eat. Where's he going to sit? He's going to stand here and he's going to eat. Okay, here we go. That looks good. Make sure it's down far enough so that... Oh yeah. We call these small but mighty. They're sharp. We mostly use them in the sewing room, but today they're doubling for a craft project.
Maybe not using the blades, so they should still be sharp.
I hope so, Miss Kate. Sorry, small but mighties that I took from the sewing room. Sorry, Miss Cherish. All in pursuit of art. Okay, I feel like this is pretty long, so I might trim it before I send it. Well, let's just do it. Okay, here we go. Twisting it as I go in. Then it has a nice, fit. You see my determined face. I'm peeling the wood off of it as it goes through.
Yeah.
The part.
So this guy's gonna come up there.
Yeah. I keep going. All right. Oh yeah, okay. The bird will feel like it's in nature. I feel like that's good.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Right, about long enough. I'm using my muscles. Okay. Okay, and now they're gonna need a way to get their food. So, I brought my trusty ruler, and I'm gonna use a little Sharpie to mark it. I'm gonna go from where my little bird friend is gonna stand, and I'm gonna go 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches up, and I'm gonna make a little mark, because that feels like, right?
Good spot for a speak.
Not like the tallest bird.
These will probably be small birds.
Yeah, should I make a taller bird? Maybe I'll make one, well,
Well, if it's a really big bird, it's probably not that
yeah,
tree.
we're going for the small bird. We're just gonna let whoever decides to come here, and they're smart. Birds are smart, they're gonna figure it out. I'm marking 1.5 inches up. And then you're gonna have to watch me once again use my pokey tool, otherwise known as the small but mighty scissors that we use in the sewing room. I've lined up where my bird's gonna stand. I'm gonna 1.5 inches up, I'm gonna poke a little hole. Okay, now, I want the bird to be able to get in there and eat, but I also don't want all the seed to pour out when I put it in here. So I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to make a little circle. Make sure you don't poke the bird, friend. Make sure you get all the sharp edges off. It's kind of sharp. Okay, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You get the idea. Now you're going to make 2 more here, and then you need to make a place to hang it. So, pokey tool again, make little holes opposite from each side. 1, 2, 2, like that. Okay. Now, Miss Kate will be happy that I'm not going to use those to cut my wire. I have some raffia covered wire, I think, so that it's not going to, because I'm going to put this outside and I want it to be durable. So I think I'm going to double this because it's kind of thin. I used a thicker one here, but then of course I couldn't find it for today. So, now I'll use these perfect wire cutters. Also for the scissors. Okay, I'm going to put one into one side. Oh no, that's not what I did, because I got to put the lid on it. You're gonna have to go through. Okay. I made this last week. A little bit of a forgetty head. Okay, so I put it through like that, and then you're just gonna bring it up and twist it so it's nice and strong and twisty. I'm gonna do a kind of cookie thing here and leave myself 2 different ways to hang it. I'm leaving myself a tiny loop in case I find a little branch to hook it onto, or I'm also giving myself the option to put it on a big branch. So that. Okay, now the next part, you're gonna decorate. I used Sharpies and I glued some jewels on it. You can decorate it or not. I just thought the birds might like something to look at while they're snacking. Now, I'm gonna use the one that's already done. I'm gonna show you that you just would take the lid off. That's how you would fill it. You take the lid off. Then you get your bird seed. I'm going to use something over here and make a tiny hole. This is the maiden voyage because I haven't done this yet. And then I'm going to pour my bird seed in. And let's see. I think.
Yeah, it doesn't come out.
Oh my
A
God.
little bit, but not much.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fill it to the tippity top. And then, if you didn't have a lid on it, water would get in. And then, so it's this perfect reuse of a tennis ball container. So check that out. And then hang it up. I'm gonna hang this in my yard. I'm so excited. It's really pretty with the seed in it.
Yeah, it looks great with this.
Holy cow,
You
that
can really see the drawings that you
is
did.
so fun. Yes, I'm an artist. Well, I have made a big hot mess and I'm gonna clean it, but I'm so excited to put this in my yard. If you make this and hang it in your yard, oh my goodness, send a picture because this is like the coolest thing ever. I think we're gonna do this summer with the kids. It'll be
Yes,
really
we have
fun.
a lot of tennis ball containers.
Oh, I love it when a project works. Okay, well, they always work, but you know, this is super successful. Okay, thank you for visiting. We really appreciate you in our lives. We'll see you again next time.
All right, bye.
Bye, friends.